Hi guys, I'm going to share some behind the scenes footage from this shoot the other day. This really was about attention to detail, and I was saying to Aaron in this shoot, this really is like he had to keep taking away the grasses that were going in front of me, and I was just saying to him that attention to detail in this kind of scenario is everything. It's the difference between having a shot and having almost a shot. And if you've got almost a shot, you don't have a shot. So really, it's not leaving that scenario and regretting not paying attention to the detail. Please stay till the end because I'll be sharing some of the footage with us speaking to each other. But first of all, I've got some difficult news to share with you. So this video really is the highs and the lows, conscious to share the positive as well as the hard stuff, guys. Thanks for being here. It's not going well. We're supposed to be a week into London. We'd probably be nearly there by now, I think. And I find myself sitting on the boat, facing my first night alone on the boat, after the breakdown of my marriage. I feel like I'm in the eye of the storm, I suppose. I'm just stepping into the transition. And it's not just our hearts that go through this, it's our minds, it's the mind that is trying to make sense of it all, trying to bargain. There's like two conflicting things going on in the mind, trying to bargain with each other. It's the body goes through it. The body goes through so much stress in heartbreak. I'm just saying a prayer, an inner prayer right now, to have the wisdom to know what to share and what not to share, being completely consciously aware of protecting Adam's privacy, and just knowing which bits to share. But we've really been mirrors, and we were together to heal something in each other. And in order for us to heal the thing that we were brought together to heal, that thing had to come to the surface. It had to be known. It had to be seen. And it really was seen in our relationship. But what I know to be true is that this kind of people-pleasing, low self-worth thing we both had going on at times, not all the time, but that really was reflected in each other through the relationship. It brought it to the surface. I really believe that people come into your life for a reason, and my past trauma and my limiting beliefs have played a part in this. The fears that have held me back. And I'm going to talk about some of those, because I do believe that everything I've been through, like, I want to help other people. I want to help shine the light for others. Because these things can be so subconscious. What's going on can be so deep-rooted and invisible, and they have such impact on our lives, and we don't see it because it's so deep. And I'm facing some of my biggest fears. And they go back so far, and I never realised the impact on my life with those around me. And one of those fears is around a time in my life when I was being sent death threats. They started at a time when I was really shining bright. I was really happy. I was really like being me. just very carefree, really, really carefree. Right, and I get this death threat in the post, anonymously written. I can still see the envelope, the shape of the envelope, the writing on the envelope. I can still see it all. I continued to receive anonymous death threats from that day forward for 18 months. Can you imagine the anguish that I went through? I had a nervous breakdown. I couldn't function. They told me that if I went out alone, watch out, we're watching you, we see everything you're doing. I questioned people that I knew. I was suspicious. I felt angry because it was so cowardly to do this to somebody, you know. I never realised that the fear, like you may have noticed, when I first moved onto the boat, I never shared the outside of the boat. I never shared the name of the boat. I took everything of my son off of all my social media. I never have my son in any of the videos, or my family really, or anybody close to me. I've kept everybody close to me away from what I'm doing because of this fear that they're going to get hurt because of me. And when he left the boat to go and live somewhere else, I thought, okay, he'll be safe. He'll be safe now because he's not with me. There's a lot of eyes on me again, like there was back then when I was shining bright. There's more eyes on me again now. And I don't like that. It feels unsafe for my family, for those around me, for Josh. I said his name, that makes me nervous. It makes me nervous right now saying his name, right? He's away from me, he'll be safe now, no. But it's so subconscious. You don't even really realise that you're making these changes in your life, and you're adjusting things are all around a fear, all around this obsessive protection of something. There's no faith there, only fear. And I've acted in fear a lot, not even realising that I was doing it. And at times, when you act in fear, it means pushing people away, pushing others away. So I've been conscious to put what I'm telling you in with some high energy visuals, because I'm so conscious to bring a good energy to my channel, you know. And I just think it's so important to be real. It's so important to feel everything and share things that might help others. And as I face my biggest fears head on, I know that every day I will be getting stronger. So I'm really just allowing myself to rest. I'm not just trying to figure out what I'm going to do next, and you can't always figure that out with your mind. Like, you just have to give yourself the headspace. You have to give yourself a certain number of days to process what is happening and not act in panic. I'm so conscious not to act in panic, because one aligned action will be so much more progressive and empowering and positive than 100 misaligned actions. I don't want to an opportunity or what I'm supposed to be doing, because I'm rushing around like a headless chicken, caught up in my mind, worrying, panicking, and jumping into things that aren't fully aligned with me now. I've grown and I've evolved so much in the past few months. As painful as that has been, and it has been, I've had some great days, I've had some bittersweet days, I've been out in nature. Like, if God was going to put me anywhere to deal with this, he's put me out in the beautiful, stunning nature, on the water, in the peace, surrounded by trees, surrounded by nature and wildlife. What a gift that is. And it's so important to see, when these things unfold, the gifts in amongst all of the confusion, disappointment, pain, and worry. It's really important to see the little sparkles. Somebody makes you laugh when you're crying, you know? Josh did that the other day. I was sitting there, he could see I was upset, and he suddenly jumped up and went and got on the kayak and did this amazing, I think it was almost like an impression of David Attenborough, which, by the way, was amazing, because I'd just been photoshopping the letter that David Attenborough wrote me when I sent him some of my art, and I was photoshopping it onto the art. And Josh was there on the kayak doing this impression of David Attenborough, and he mentioned the Deadly 60 in there, and it was just so funny. It just brought me out of my sadness. You know, he's so good at that. Life goes on, and if I can help other people that have suffered or struggled in similar ways that I have in my life, that will be such a gift, to know that I can give back in that way. Sending you so much love. Bye.
That's fantastic, Claire, with the sun behind you. Hold on, let me just get you in the frame. Awesome.
Is it a bit awkward?
No, not at all, not at all. I think that would work well over here in the sun. But we'll just capture it here in shade 2. Absolutely brilliant. Okay. You want to stand up again? I'll capture you as you're standing up, and then we'll do that pose there, but over there with the sun in the clear area.
Yeah. Right, ready?
Yep.
Okay. Oh shit, no.
What was it? The shot? The sharp bits on the feet.
Sharpness.
Oh yeah. So, yep.
I'll just go in there. We'll pretend the little weeds aren't there. We won't squash them down.
Yep.
And I'll just play.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll do more serious over there.
Looks fantastic from the, as I said, from the side. It really does look great. Yeah. The more you go out there, the better, actually. Be careful of that.
It's the same colour as the ground.
Yeah, which is, I mean, it's just awesome.
Amazing. So, right, I'm just gonna...
Hold on.
I'm just gonna...
It does look lovely, but we're sort of covered in these grass things, you know, everywhere around here. Really does look good.
Like really feel it all and be okay with not being okay and be okay with being okay. There's been so many times in my life that I've been going through like a tragedy or something, and then if I have a day when I smile or enjoy something or laugh or have a good time, then I feel instantly guilty because I know that others around me are going through the same thing. It affects other people, and then you feel guilty. I do personally, have done in the past. Feel guilty for like the days that I feel okay. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm embracing and being grateful for the days that are good and holding on to that. I'm rising above the need to please everybody and be the way that, I don't know, society, whatever my old stories are, the way that is telling me I should be. I'm releasing all of that.